This design right here is too beautiful to cut off. However, it's too big to place onto a single sheet. It just does not fit. I want to share with you how I'm going to go about combining these two fake skins and what I'm going to do to place this tattoo on both of these fake skins so that way I can get the entire piece when I am done tattooing it. First things first, I'm definitely going to size everything up here. I'm going to place this down right here, place this next to it, and these creases look really well joined. This is going to be my final sheet of fake skin. You can see that I'm going to size this right here. Placing it down is going to be pretty straightforward. Now that I have that worked out, I'm going to get a little bit of speed stick right here. Typically I use green card, but for this demonstration I will be using speed stick, and I'm going to apply a generous amount over the entire area, and then from there I'm going to work it into the fake skin. It's okay if the fake skins come apart. We can go and just piece them back together before we place it down. Once I get the speed stick, the applicant applied, I'm gonna take my glove here, no napkin or anything, I'm just gonna kind of rub it back and forth, and this is in efforts to kind of remove excess. I am gonna grab a Scotch shop wipe, and then I'm gonna kind of work this into the fake skins until I get a tacky feel. I can see that I still have a generous amount. When you still see that piled up like so, you can definitely just dab some away. Not too much. I'm not wiping it. I'm dabbing on top so that way the pressure that I apply removes a certain amount. And then from there, I can kind of continue working into the fake skin. The goal with this method, and this part is like very important. This is probably the most important part, as this is going to determine if I get a clean stencil transfer or not. I want to make sure that I have enough stencil applicant to transfer everything, but not enough to where it's going to blur everything out. So I have a good tacky feel going here. I feel like I'm just about ready to place my stencil down. I want to be real careful here, ensuring that I don't have too much and I don't have too little. I want to do my best to place this down in the middle like so. I'm going to go ahead and start pressing down and committing to the press. From here I'm going to grab a Scotch shop wipe, place it down, and then kind of commit to the press all the way around as best as I can. What's going to determine a clean transfer is if I got the step before this correct, if I did get my ratios of applicant to fake skin correct. I'm hoping that I did. By the looks of it, it does look as though there's a little bit of bleeding, so I'm hoping that that's just for show and it's not actually bleeding down there under the stencil. So what I'm doing is I'm just making sure that I'm pressing everywhere down. I'm not applying too much pressure, but I am applying pressure so that way everything transfers. And then once I feel confident, I can kind of end up here. Transfer over. I'm not going to pick it up too quickly. I want to make sure that before I go on, I transfer any areas that need to be transferred. All of that is great. Now it looks as though my ratios may have actually been correct because I don't get any bleeding here, or I didn't get any bleeding as you can see. Besides in the middle, I believe the bleeding is actually happening from the stencil applicant off to the side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it and now I have a clean stencil applied using two different pieces. From here I'm going to get the good old heat gun, dry everything so that way this stencil doesn't go anywhere and that way it doesn't bleed and I keep the integrity that I have here. Let's get the heat gun and let's begin drying. You can see from the right side, this is a lot more prominent and darker. From the left side, we have a sort of faded appearance. That's because this is the dried results, this is the results that are still fresh. So if I wipe this side, I'm gonna lose the entire stencil. This side is pretty much there. Here are the final results. This is the entire piece dried and ready to be tattooed. We went from this to this using two pieces of Reelskin fake skin. It is 110% possible to use smaller slabs to make up one larger sheet so that way you could tattoo larger size tattoos. I do hope that you could find value in this video. If you have any questions at all, I encourage you to please drop a comment down below. Rest assured, I'll do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. If you found this video helpful, consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my YouTube channel, as I'll be bringing more videos like this and I'd greatly appreciate your support. With that being said, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great day.